Okay, good afternoon, everybody. We are here in front of the Humboldt County Courthouse. I'm talking with
Tiffany Laffoon, and I am here as a representative of HHEAL, which is Humboldt Homeless Expertise and Leadership. We're a recently formed group of people who are currently or formerly homeless, so we have lived experience of homelessness, and we are out here just to draw attention to the situation as it stands right now for the people living outdoors, and particularly we want to draw attention to Justine Green, who is an elder woman who we just lost recently in Eureka. She was sheltering from the storm in a recycling bin and got picked up by the garbage truck and died in there. So a really tragic and awful way to lose someone, and furthermore someone who had been in this county her entire life and had been struggling with homelessness and housing insecurity for decades. I guess I want to start off by saying that the City of Eureka's press release regarding the situation I found very offensive. Many of us found it very offensive, where they just said, well, if you need shelter, go to the rescue mission, all the while fully knowing that the rescue mission, particularly the women's side, has been over capacity for months. And
it's in the middle of being renovated, so
yes.
It's sort of there's not the normal situation there.
Yeah.
It's being upgraded, but until the more beds get put in there, they're limited.
Yeah. And it's limited. It's a limited situation anyways. I mean, our point in time count doesn't even get close to the number of people that are actually out here, but even that was at 1,600 last time they did it.
Can I ask you, is the point in time count voluntary? People have to agree to be counted?
They have to agree to be counted, and they only do it one day every 2 years.
Okay.
And it happens in January, which is, a time of year where people tend to stay a little more hidden away, sheltering from the weather. And the only people who are being approached for the count are people who are out and visible. So we're not getting close to the real number of people out there in that count. And we're seeing the number of people living outdoors growing every single day. But we only have in Eureka, I would guess, 150 shelter beds, around that. And we've got thousands of people out here without shelter. So even if all of the beds were available right now at the women's shelter, it wouldn't be nearly enough for how many people are out here.
That leaves quite a gap.
Yeah. So to say, oh, if you need shelter, just go to the mission, like that's a simple solution. Well, Justine was familiar at the mission. She would have gone there if she was able. So it's not a matter of her not thinking of that. It's a matter of that not being an option.
Right. There's a number of reasons that people wouldn't be accepted at the mission. Also, if she had had a dog, for example.
Or a partner that she didn't want to be separate from, or family. I mean, and there's also religious reasons why people don't go to the mission. It's a religious organization, and some people have religions which forbid them to be inside of another religious facility. So.
Everybody's circumstances are different, right?
Yeah.
So in the case with Justine Green, her finding shelter, as it's described in the commercial recycling bin, is sort of indicative of the lack of options.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to crawl inside of a trash can. That's not fun for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But this weather has been so gnarly, people have to go wherever they can.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still being harassed and swept away from building overhangs and things, even while the weather is awful.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for sharing some thoughts with us. Do you have anything else you want to say?
We're gonna have to be coming out here a lot more often in order to have this issue addressed, and we would love to have more people out here with us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Where can people get information about the group, and what was it called?
HEAL, it's Humboldt Homeless Expertise and Leadership, and you can email us at humboldtheal@gmail.com or find us on Facebook by searching our name.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.